Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for fight number 6 in round 3 of the Fast Fours and Turbos K1 Oceania Series. The winner of this fight will win Pool A and go on to continue at the WGP right here in March. Would you please put your hands together? Coming from the Blue Gate, this is Doug Viney!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
A mega popular fighter here in New Zealand and all over the world. And here he comes, the man they call Vicious and Delicious, former K1 New Zealand champion, former Olympic boxer representing Tonga at the 2004 Athens Games. Vicious and Delicious Doug Viney is in the ring, and he is stepping up to main event status.
And his opponent making his way through the red gate, here is Peter Graham!
Fantastic crowd on hand on the edge of their seats here at the Trust Stadium in Waitakere for our main event. The winner of this one will go through to the Grand Prix here in March. Will it be Vicious and Delicious, or will it be this man, the familiar strains of the greatest rock band in history, Australia's AC/DC, and many would say Australia's greatest heavyweight of the current era, the Big Chief Peter Graham. As always, Graham looks happy to be here, fighting for the second time in the space of 1 week. The Big Chief, the Hulk Hogan of K1, is in the house. Graham stomps his way to centre ring. He has vowed to knock out Vicious and Delicious. Doug Viney here tonight, bounds onto the apron. Over the top ropes he goes, and the Chief is ready.
Jim, he stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing in at 101 kilograms even. He is the 2001 K1 New Zealand champion, the 2004 Oceania boxing gold medalist, and a 2004 Athens Olympic boxing contestant. He has a combined 23 professional fights with 18 wins and 5 losses, with 9 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Doug Vicious Viney!
What an ovation for Viney.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, representing Athletic Enterprises in Sydney. He stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighs in at 110 kilograms even. He is a 2003 World Grand Prix Final 8 representative, a 2003-2004 K1 Oceania champion, and the current WKBF World Heavyweight Champion. He has 50 professional fights with 42 wins and 7 losses and 1 draw. With 29
incredible
big
Peter
wins
Graham,
coming by
50
way
and
of
7,
KO.
27 knockouts.
Peter the Chief Graham!
And doesn't he look hyped to be here tonight, the Hulk Hogan of K1, the Big Chief Peter Graham.
An extension round applied in case of a draw.
This is our main event. The winner will qualify for the K1 World Grand Prix in Auckland in March. Third man in centering, the Rebel John Conway. And have a look at the stare down here from the Big Chief. He could beat the Sun in a staring contest. 6 centimetres taller the Chief, 9 kilos heavier the Chief, and also the higher KO ratio going to Captain Incredible Peter Graham. And we are ready to roll. Here we go, first round of 3 in our main event. The voice Michael Chavello, Lightning Mike Angove with you, the Chief Peter Graham coming off a first round KO of Japanese fighter Kamikaze over in Macau off mainland China only a week ago.
Big rib kick there from Graham. He hurt Viney with that shot. Backed up Viney immediately. I think we'll see Peter Graham go to the kicks a lot more. He knows Viney's boxing prowess, but Peter, of course, has been boxing so much recently, we've forgotten his Kyokushin roots. He's a very adept kicker. Viney going with a short right hand to the body of his own.
Graham with a 69% career KO ratio. Doug Viney with a 64% KO ratio. Wild overhand right there from Viney, looking for the headache maker. The big chief ties him up, and the rebel, John Conway, just separates both men.
That Balmoral trademark move, of course, the step over right hand. The shot we saw Ray Sefo knock out Jerome Labana with so famously in the 90s.
Outside thigh kick there from the Tongan vicious and delicious Doug Viney. Graham in centre ring. He's forced Viney to the outside. Step across, hook overhand right. Nice combination work from Dougie Viney. And look at the handiwork of Viney. Peter Graham licking the leather here in the first round.
Viney, of course, being a counter fighter, Graham used to coming on in. Viney's speed starting to catch Graham out. He needs to change his plan. He needs to change his rhythm.
Incredibly fast hands on Doug Viney, goes over the top again. He's got more combinations than a bank safe here in the opening round as Viney.
Well, Viney does need to keep his composure, though. His hands are dropping. A fighter like Peter Graham will notice that. He will spot the gaps. He's not going to go down from a single shot. Viney's got to be cautious, take his time.
Graham is fighting without trainer Nicholas Pettis in his corner here tonight. Tony Dow has taken over those duties. Graham edging forward, but so far it has been ownership by vicious and delicious Doug Viney.
Uncharacteristic hesitance there from Peter Graham.
Another overhand right from Viney, skips off to his left, checks the low kick. Graham doubles up off the right leg.
Well, Graham clearly wary of the hands, and for good reason. We've already seen Viney tag him several times with the hands. He's leading with the right hand a lot and following with the left hook, and there we saw similar.
Viney proving an awkward customer here. Amazingly, both these men are veterans of the Oceania region, but they have never met in the squared circle. And have a look at the angles that Viney's working. More angles than a mathematician. Almost takes off the head of Graham with a high right round kick. And the crowd are really loving this one. Under 20 seconds remaining here in the first.
Peter Graham just looking a little bit confused by Doug Viney's ring craft. He's moving around well, changing the angles. Nice knee there, an uppercut.
Chief was on rubber legs in the first round and looking away. The vicious and delicious Doug Viney.
Well, that'll be very well received by the partisan Kiwi crowd. Peter Graham needs to do some thinking in his corner. How well will they adjust without the eyes of Nicholas Pettis in the corner remains to be seen. He's walking in and getting clouted by the faster and the better counter fighter in Doug Viney. Viney, overhand right there and left hook. The fast hands just seeming to confuse Peter Graham as he again got caught by the right hand walking in.
Seconds out.
Mid-body section, left hook, right hand up. Okay, when you see that line, bang.
Seconds out.
Okay.
Here we go, good people, round number 2.
Second round of 3. Graham has to counter the speed here of Doug Viney. And Viney again tees off with the right hand. Rib kick from Viney. Graham catching the kicking leg, all tied up like a pretzel. And the cowboy, the rebel, John Conway, separates them both.
Good leg work by Viney so far. He's been selective in when he's thrown the kicks, but generally they've landed. Just got to watch he doesn't drift into that hooking right hand.
Graham just staring at him, trying to psych out Viney. But you can bet that Viney, in his decorated career, has seen all the mind games, and Graham tags him on the jaw. Here comes the Chief. Can he corner Viney? And Viney again, that trip hammer, that trigger happy right hand off the jaw. Graham trying to bully him. He has the weight advantage. All tied up in a jumping knee to the midsection. It would be easier to pick up KD Lang in a bar than to get out of the way of that right hand of Doug Viney.
Watch out for rolling thunder, Doug Viney. Peter Graham can pull it from nowhere. And that's his ace in the hole. That's his trump card. Doug Viney just drifting into the right hand there, looking for the step over. Just got to be wary, getting caught on the ropes.
Doug Viney continues to tee off to the jaw, and it is a big jawline of Captain Incredible Peter Graham. Graham comes forward. You feel he may be a little bit lost without the instruction of Nicholas Pettis here tonight. Leg kick from Graham, there's the right hand, and nice preservation work from Viney. Ties him up. Lola Hamuli, the great one, in the corner of Viney.
And that could be the difference in this fight. The genius Lolo Hamuli, one of the best coaches in the world, chosen to stay in New Zealand. Step over right hand there from Viney. And he would be a millionaire if he was in the States or over in Japan, but Hamuli's chosen to stay here as Graham backs Viney up onto the ropes, who wisely ties it up.
Graham really needs to get a move on here. Viney just controlling, dictating the memento, and again tagging with the left hand. Graham tried for a spinning back fist inside a minute remaining here in the second round. Viney again just slips into a beautiful jab. Lightning fast. He is so quick, Doug Viney, and Graham just can't see the punches coming. It's like Doug Viney's hands are on fast forward.
Doug Viney just using that half-beat jab, just breaking the rhythm, and again catching him. Peter Graham getting frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. He's not faking. He's just continuing to walk in, which is allowing Viney to read him and just deliver that shot-stopping jab.
Wow, Peter Graham wearing more leather than the cast of grease here in the second round. It is all one-way traffic to Viney. Goes to the body, then up to the head. Inside of 20 seconds, the Chief might pull out the Rolling Thunder. Goes for an outside thigh kick. 15 seconds on the clock. Will Graham go for his patented Rolling Thunder?
Well, it tends to be the end of the round. Viney continuing to catch him with that trig hammer jab.
Has the Chief got the confidence to throw his trade shot? Not in that round, and we've got one more to go. It is all Doug Viney at the moment.
Well, you talk about ownership. Doug Viney has got Peter Graham's number. Just with those fast hands, using the ring well, using that superior speed from the cruiserweight days. Peter Graham needs to do something, and he needs to do it fast. He needs a minimum of an 8 count to make this go into an extension round.
Kickboxing at all. He's boxing. You're a kickboxer. Don't use your legs, use your knees, use your hands. He's only boxing. He's throwing 2 kicks.
The thing that impresses me, Mike, is despite the situation he's in, he must know he's down on the judge's card. Complete composure, complete focus in the corner of Peter Graham.
Graham was always that zen-like attitude of his. He's been living and training out of Japan for the last 4 months, but he is without Nicholas Pettis. You've got to wonder, Mikey, how is it affecting him here tonight?
Well, very much so. When you look to your corner, you look to your advisor, you need that trust factor in play. Without Pedersen here, the new corner man.
Okay, here we go, and listen to them raise the roof. It's alive, it's happening. The third and final round, and Doug Viney opens up like a house on fire. Here comes the Chief. He's going to launch the heavy artillery. It's a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. Oh, right hand from Graham. Sweat just flew off the brow of vicious and delicious Doug Viney.
Well, Graham's starting to come on. He knows he has to do something special. He knows he has to put Viney off his rhythm. He cannot.
Oh, Viney! Just
That's
a push
down.
Wow, Graham launched the left hook. Only a push in the neutral corner. But Graham has certainly charged out like a bull hitting a red curtain.
Well, now we're starting to see the hands of Peter Graham. A 1-2 there, nice straight right hands. Doug Viney just, his rhythm is now being broken. He is being bullied. He needs to move more in the corner. Short right hand there again. He's been hurt.
Oh, high round kick, turn in back fist. Doug Viney's been caught. Caution there from the rebel John Conway. It is deafening in here at the Trust Stadium. Oh, rolling thunder, rolling thunder, rolling thunder. Doug Viney stood up to it clean. Rolling thunder, I've never seen it.
Well, it had to come, just clipping him on the jaw, just falling short. But Doug Viney has been hurt. He has been wobbled, and again, eating a right hand. Peter Graham dropping down with another short right hand on the inside. Viney has to clear his head.
Doug Viney taking more knocks than a front door here in the third round. How is he still standing?
Well,
The Chief has turned it on, and Viney with the left hook. The crowd rallies again.
Viney's just got to tie him up here and move around. keep circling, keep using his speed, because at the moment Peter Graham is just walking forward and whopping him down.
Uppercut, high left round kick from Viney. This has been Graham's round so far, but will it be enough for him to go kleptomaniac, for him to steal the fight? Right hand, left. Viney's legs almost gave out under him then.
Well, there's the first time you saw Peter Graham hold in the corner. He got chipped by that left hook, just momentarily wobbled.
What a main event we are seeing. The winner will go through to the Grand Prix here in March. Graham thought about swinging the knee up to the jawline. 40 seconds remaining on the clock here in the third and final. Graham stomps forward again, now overhand right. Straight left from Viney. Here comes Vicious and Delicious.
Well, Peter Graham trying for the knee there. Viney just got to watch he doesn't drop his head when he dips down to throw those shots.
Rolling thunder. But have a look at Viney. A little bit of fancy footwork to get him out of dodge. And he is cool. He is calm and he is collected.
Signs of desperation there from Peter Graham. Usually it comes out of the clinch. He sets it up. Doug Viney taking some big shots of his own. He's also banished his demons, of course, last time out. Or originally in K1, he left to go to boxing after he'd been knocked out. Doug Viney's
into the third and final round, a standing ovation throughout this entire audience. Graham raises his hands. Viney thinks he's got it won, and we will go down to the judges. It is one of the best K1 fights we have seen all year.
Well, both fighters should go back to their corner and prepare for an extension round. Viney definitely won the second. Peter Graham the third. The first probably edged Viney's way, depends on how the judges see it. They need to keep their composure here and prepare for that fourth extension round. Viney looking to fade in that third round. He needs to stay sharp and stay focused.
Well, you've got to ask yourself the question, did it affect Peter Graham not having Nicholas Pettis in the corner? Did it affect Peter Graham having fought in Macau off China last week and stepping up again here tonight in Auckland?
By the way, yes.
Well, I have to say that's a fighter's choice, and it's something Peter Graham has done before and won. I don't think last week really affected him. It was a second round KO. The Nicholas Pettis factor, I think, is a big thing for Graham. He really does look to Pettis as a mentor and his eyes when he's in the ring.
If Viney takes this one, it will have been a momentous comeback to the ring after quite a long hiatus from the K1 arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this by a unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner!
He's done it! Listen to the raise the roof! This place has gone bananas! It's crazy time here at the Trust Stadium! Vicious and Delicious, Doug Viney is through to the Grand Prix in March!
Well, it took him until the third round before he solved the Doug Viney puzzle, and it was too little too late for Peter Graham. What an upset and what a well-received victory in front of his home crowd. Doug Viney.
Well, they have gone absolutely ape here for Doug Viney. Here's the action, Mikey, as it went down.
Well, Doug Viney, he owned him with those long-ranging shots. Worked his kicks well. Peter Graham just kept on getting continually caught on the way in. Doug Viney, until the third round, continued to fire. And that beautiful rolling thunder by Peter Graham, but no effect on the winner, Doug Viney.
Doug, he always talks the talk, but tonight you walk the walk. How good does that feel?
Man, that felt awesome. And honestly, I owe it to all my training partners. Lolo, he's like the #1 coach for me. He's helped me get to the Olympics. He's now helping me beat a world champion. You know, he's incredible. Also, to my sparring partners, Viney Mahoney and all the other guys who helped me spar, Big Nick, thank you very much. Also, to beat Peter, I had 4 personal trainers from Les Mills in town. Mark Michaels, Lee Perry, Mike Huff, and Vincent. You can't miss him, he's got hair like that. To all the guys that helped me beat Peter, because Peter's a monster. You know, he's a monster of a competitor, true champion, and it's just my honor to fight him tonight. So I thank Dixon for putting the show on.
Doug, a tremendous amount of blood, sweat and tears has gone into preparing for this fight. You know his record, you know how good it is. How did you defeat him?
every person that I've fought, they've always had more fights than me. I've always been the less unexperienced person at all. But I just take every fight as it is. You know, he might have beaten this person, beaten that person in the past, but the past is the past. This is the future. It's what happens in the ring that counts. So as long as I have belief in myself and don't give up, you win.
You've downed the champ. Congratulations, you're the king of the ring.
For tonight, I am. Tomorrow's another day. Thank you very much.
What a sportsman, what a gentleman there. Vicious and delicious Doug Viney. He took the victory in what was undoubtedly the Oceania Fight of the Year.
First of all, I would like to thank K1, and we're very proud to sponsor K1 from Fast Boys and Heroes.
Well, folks, if you've been joining us around the world on tvnz.co.nz, our worldwide web stream, we hope you've enjoyed all the action from here at the Trust Stadium in Waitakere, Auckland. From myself, the voice, Michael Chavello, my verbal sparring partner, Lightning Mike Angover, and the lovely Lavina Good. It's good night from us, and we'll see you next time.